Hi everyone, ako po si Christian Katahan from Microsoft Philippines and welcome to another episode of TECHable. Kaya nyo din ito? Tara, turuan ko kayo. So for this day, I want to highlight something that is helpful for all of the teachers. I want to show you how you can affix your signatures in Microsoft Word. Now I know that we have been using Microsoft Word for quite some time, ever since in creation of modules, assessments, reviewers, and all learning materials for our learners, right? But aside from that, marami ring ibang uses ang Microsoft Word. We do have reports that we need to cascade to our offices and yung mga regional division offices po natin. Okay? So, in that process, meron po tayo mga approvals, and that said, meron po tayo mga signatures na kailangan i-affix. So that's what I want to highlight today, how we can make it easier for you to affix your signatures in Microsoft Word so that you can use it in your report filing, report submissions, and in any type of report that you would need. All right? So stick around for this episode because aside from that, I do have some other announcements for all of you. All right? So let's go. All right, so let's get started. So how do you affix your signatures in Microsoft Word? Well, there are a couple of ways to do it. Pero simulan muna natin by creating your signatures first. Okay? Now, as you all know, signatures is a way to mark yung identity and as proof of validation from you. Diba? Every person has a signature. And normally, sinusulat natin yan by pen on paper. Okay? But you can also do that digitally. And I'm sure that you are aware of other ways to affix signatures in, say, sa PDFs, Acrobat Reader. But for today, we're only going to focus on Microsoft Word. All right? So this is an example document. So this document is something that we need to sign and we need to submit sa offices natin. So kailangan muna ng proof na naaprubahan natin. Okay, so let's sign this document. Kindly disregard the content because hindi muna siya relevant sa discussion natin today. We'll focus on just affixing your signatures. Okay, so this document is prepared by me, Christian Katahan, and it should be approved by Miss Lee. Okay, but let's say for this example, ako muna yung mag-approve. Now, there are two ways to affix your signatures. In Microsoft Word, let's start with the basic one. Dito sa draw feature ng Microsoft Word, if you go dito sa taas, if you click on this one, click on yung pen, you can affix your signature directly. So parang i-ink nyo siya directly dun sa document. Now, medyo challenging ito kapag hindi tablet yung gamit natin, hindi mobile phones, and gamit natin yung laptop devices natin na with mouse. Okay, normally challenging yun pag gano'n. But assuming that you are comfortable with using yung draw, you can directly input it here. Diba? As simple as that. And then you can save, and then you can send to other people for signatures then. Diba? So this is another one. Now, if you aren't comfortable in drawing yung signatures nyo directly using your mouse, kasi baka mamaya hindi ganun ka-accurate yung kinalabasan niya or hindi nyo nagustuhan yung signature, you can always go for option 2. Option 2 is you insert the signatures as an image and then i-modify na lang natin and insert natin siya in line with the text dito sa pangalan ninyo. Okay? Yan. Let's go with insert. Insert. Click on pictures. This device. And hanapin natin yung photos. Let's go sa downloads. Ayan. Let's go with this one. So by default, mag-insert siya as a raw image. Now normally itong image na to, pwedeng ito yung actual na signature nyo na kinuha nyo na photo with your mobile devices. Diba? Tapos nilagay nyo lang siya dito sa Word document ninyo. Now, whatever the case may be, pwede natin siyang pagandahin pa. So, Next step is gawin muna natin siyang behind text, obviously, and then scale down natin. Ayan. And then we want to remove the background here. So what we do is dito sa picture format, pero dapat nakaselect muna ito, picture format, and then click on remove background. Ayan. So dito sa remove background, parang lilinisin niya yung photo ninyo. Yung nakikita nyo na pink area na yan, ibig sabihin, ito yung areas na tatanggalin ng word. So you have two options here. Mark areas to keep or mark areas to remove. So in this case, kailangan natin magtanggal ng areas, di ba? So click on this one, and then what you can do is, okay, just markahan nyo lang kung saang area yung tatanggalin. And ang gagawin niya is, babasahin niya yung space. Yan, tatanggalin niya. Yeah, make sure to not overdo it para hindi masira or masira yung buong perma ninyo. I think this is okay. Ayan, I think that will do. Hold on. Keep changes. So let's go with this one for now. Diba? So this is option 2. So pwedeng ganyan. So nakalagay siya dito sa pangalan ninyo. Now, what if you want to use this in the future? Paano kung gusto kong gamitin ito? Mukhang okay na ako dito. Ayoko lang ulit-ulitin to every time I sign a document. You can save this as photo, as picture rather. So if you save as picture, magsisave siya sa devices ninyo. And then by the next time na meron kayong bagong document that needs signing, all you need to do is open the document, insert the image, and then pwede nyo nang i-insert yung processed photo signature na ito. Okay? So that is another step in creating your signatures. Okay? So again, step 1, option 1 rather is you can draw directly. Okay? Pero this best experience dito is for when you are using your tablet or mobile phones, or kapag touch screen yung inyong mga laptop devices. Okay? So option 2 is you can insert an image directly dito sa Microsoft Word, and then i-process nyo lang yung image para yun yung ilalagay ninyo, insert nyo dun sa signature line ninyo. Okay? So once you're happy, of course, pwede nyo na siyang i-send, save and send doon sa susunod na signatory. Pwede natin siyang i-send kay Miss Lee. Okay, you can save this as PDF before sending, of course. Okay, now that's for creating your signature. Now another way to create signatures and make sure to create signature lines for other signatories as well. And this one is beneficial for those who author the documents na. Okay, so again, this option naman would be helpful for those who authored the document and sila yung may final signatory. Okay? What you can do is, dito sa document, you can build your documents this way. Click on an area here and mag-insert tayo ng signature line. So if you click on insert, dito sa may text options, you can click on signature line, add a signature line. Yan. So dito, i-indicate natin sino ba yung magpipirma. Okay? Let's click on this one. Halimbawa, ang pangalan is, okay, actually, let's just do my name ulit. Diba? Christian Katahan. And then, my role is manager. Now, you have the option to write your name. Sige, lagay na natin. Okay.com. Alright. So, then other options here, pwede mong lagyan ng date kung kailan siya na-sign. Okay? Ayan. So, ano ba difference niyan? Parang ang complicated naman niya. Ba't di ko na lang itap yung pangalan ko tapos maglagay ako ng 9? Well, it would be easier for parang mas may structure sa pagperma ng document ninyo. At the same time, madali na lang for the signatories to affix their signatures. Okay? So, ang mangyayari kasi dito is, if I am the signatory, i-click ko lang ito, and I can sign it here directly. Diba? So, pwede ko siyang pirmahan na ganito. Okay? Or I can select an image. If I select an image, I can choose yung image na sinave ko kanina. Remember? So, I can use the same signature and affix ko dyan. Okay? So, I can write it there directly and click on sign. Yan. Now, if ano yung napansin niyo, once I signed this, i-zoom in ko na onte, meron siyang timestamp. Kailan ko siya pinirmahan? By who? Christian Katahan, manager, signed by, tapos yung pangalan ko. Since ako yung author, so parang pinirmahan ko yung sarili kong document. So, obviously, ito yung lalabas na details dito na ako rin yung pumirma. And if you'd notice, nakamark siya as final. An author has marked this document as final to discourage editing. So, ano mangyayari nun? Ibig sabihin ba, kapag binigay ko itong document as a Word file, halimbawa sa fellow teachers ko for signing, halimbawa lang, may curriculum kayo na kailangan pirmahan, right? Tapos, dun sa curriculum na yon, meron kayo nilagay na set of learning modules, milestones na kailangan yung pag-agrihan. If ako, as one of the authors, pinirmahan ko yan, na mark yan as final, ibig sabihin ba, si Miss Lee as my fellow teacher, hindi na niya may edit? Of course, may edit pa rin niya. But ang mangyayari is, mawawala yung sign nito. So, halimbawa, sinend ko kay Miss Lee, and sa point of view niya, nakita niya ito, pero inedit pa rin niya, mawawala yung signatory. Alright? So, ibig sabihin, I can make my edits here. Pero, walang proof na approved na yan or even nakita na yan ng other signatories. Diba? So, it makes it easier to track. Plus, you understand, once nakita nyo na meron ganito, you understand na meron talagang signature line si Microsoft Word. So, hindi siya pwedeng matamper, hindi siya pwedeng hindi siya pwedeng, tawag dito, magaya na para ganitong format, hindi siya pwedeng palitan ng ganitong format. Ibig sabihin, if you have this format inside your Microsoft Word, ito talaga yung kailangan natin perbahan. And we need to make sure na meron siyang signed before making any decisions or before proceeding to the next step. Okay, does that make sense? I hope it's not as confusing. All right, so again, to summarize, you have the capability to draw directly onto the document, okay? Or you can insert your signatures as an image and then i-modify nyo na lang. Once na na-modify nyo na yun and nalagay nyo yun dito sa signature line, you can reuse the same signature over and over again if you save it as an image, okay? Now, for those who authored, you have the option to insert a signature line. Yan, add a signature line. And then just write yung names dito. If the more na marami kayong signatories, all you need to do is you just keep on adding a signature line. More and more signature lines here. Okay? If nahirapan kayong i-locate yung signature line, you can always type it here. Signature line. Yan. So, yun yung maganda sa Microsoft Word. You can search for a particular feature here if hindi nyo ma-locate dito sa ribbon. Kasi ang dami niyan, di ba? Understandable naman na baka mawala din kayo doon. Alright, so once you're happy, okay, so once you're happy, okay, pwede nyo i-save ito. Save nyo na as PDF. And then, pwede na siyang i-cascade to the next step. Okay? So, now let's check kung anong itsura niya sa PDF. Okay, so ito na siya as a PDF. Okay, so naka-open na siya as a PDF file. But if you'd notice, hindi siya naka-open sa Acrobat Reader, sa PDF Reader. for most of us, nakasanayan na natin na meron tayong PDF reader wherein doon natin binabasa yung mga PDF files natin. But the good news is, merong tayong built-in PDF reader in Microsoft Edge. Ano yung Microsoft Edge? Well, Microsoft Edge is the web browser for Microsoft, ni Microsoft rather. And ang maganda dito is you can open PDFs in Microsoft Edge. And aside from that, you can also mark yung PDF nyo dito sa Microsoft Edge. So, ibig sabihin, you can also sign documents here. So, if you click on this one, the ink feature, just change the color here. Ngayon, pwede naman na natin pirmahan yung document natin. Diba? Yan. At the same time, pwede nyo lagyan ng text. Halimbawa, gusto nyo lagyan ng date. Today is at the time of this airing for 2022. Alright, kailangan nyo lagyan ng date. Yan. And then, paano nyo isi-save? Well, you just click on this one. See? Gano'n lang siya kadali. And then, pwede yung i-open ulit yung PDF and makikita yun na nakasave na yung ink ninyo. So, when you send it to the next person na pipirman yan, naka-affix na yung signature nyo. Again, hindi ako gumamit ng Acrobat Reader. All I use is yung Microsoft Edge. So, ang maganda kasi dito sa Microsoft Edge, which is kasama na siya sa devices ninyo, is you can add text sa documents ninyo. You can illustrate. Pwede nga kayo actually mag-highlight eh. Although for official documents, we don't normally do that. Pero you can highlight. Ayan. See? You can highlight yung text dito. And then you can erase kapag ayaw nyo. You can even erase yung signatures. Diba? And then save. Pirmahan muna natin. Ayan. Diba? So once you're happy, nakasave na siya, and then send to the next approver. Okay? So ganun kadali. Again, you can always, parang hindi lang sa Microsoft Word kayo makakapagpirma. You can also sign yung PDF documents, which I think you already know, kasi ginagawa nyo na rin naman ito. You're signing dun sa documents, ina-affix nyo yung signatures nyo doon. But what I'm here to tell you is, you don't need yung Acrobat Reader for that. You can already click, when you click yung PDF ninyo, you can open it with Microsoft Edge, and nandun din yung tools you need to sign that document. Diretso doon mismo sa PDF na yon when you open it sa Edge. Right? And then save it, of course, and then send it to the next signatory. Alright? So, that, all in all, should be able to help you, should be able to make it easier for you to affix your signatures, be it in Word or PDF version man yan, and then send it easily to the next signatory. Okay? Now, what I want to show you next is that, di ba, kapag naka-PDF na yan, normally, ang impression dun is naka-lock na yan. Once naka-PDF version na yan, hindi na natin siya may edit ulit. Okay? But I'm here to show you that you can convert yung PDF into Word. Okay? Some of you will be learning this for the first time, so let me show you on the next bit. Okay, so let's try and open a PDF and gawin natin siya ulit na Word document. So ito yung PDF natin na in-edit kanina. So what if kailangan ko siyang i-edit? Kindly disregard this one. This is a different document. Let's just focus on ito, convert natin into Word. So right-click on this one, open with, and then, again, you can click on Microsoft Edge kasi pwede natin siyang pirmahan doon, if you remember. Choose another app. And then, click on Microsoft Word. O, di ba? So, pwede natin i-open ulit si PDF and convert it into a Word file. So, kapag ginawa natin yun, may edit din ulit natin yung text. We can add more signatures, more signature lines rather, and then we can sign it. Okay. Ayan. So I think this is the converted version. Yan. So balik tayo sa Microsoft Word. Again, you can open PDF files and convert it into Microsoft Word. Yan. And then you can sign it all over again. Okay? So, and then once you're done, if you want to save it as PDF again, then you can save it ulit as PDF and then send it to other signatories. Okay? So, meron kayong flexibility doon. I know that for the most part, maraming collaboration na nangyayari sa pag-create ng modules, ng mga ng curriculum, learning materials, or even reports that kailangan natin isend to other offices, right? So you have that flexibility na pwedeng you're editing it by Word, convert nyo sa PDF na nakapirma na and everything. If you need to parang reverse engineer and convert the PDF back to Word for further editing, you can always do so. Okay? And then the same process will follow. Na if kailangan yung pirmahan, remember what I've taught you a few minutes ago, you can follow the same steps and then send you ulit dun sa approver. All right? Okay. So that is to summarize all of the things that you can, all of the options that you can follow in affixing signature, editing document, and then saving it as PDF, sending it sa approver, and then pabaliktad. Meaning if kailangan na i-convert ulit sa Word yung PDF and then for further editing and send it back, you can all do that. Okay? So if you need more guidance on how to do it, again, dun sa mga hindi po nakapanood, makasubaybay ng TECHable episode natin, you can always watch this on demand sa Facebook page po ng Region 3. And I have other announcements po that I would like to mention. So, some good news. I know that we have, for us to be able to use apps like Microsoft Word and Outlook and Microsoft Teams, kailangan po natin ng my M365 accounts, right? And we have been giving you Microsoft accounts for teachers and for learners, right? Some good news is meron po kaming additional resource that might help the learners in understanding and appreciating yung benefits po ng M365 student accounts po nila. I will show you this in a bit. All right, so yung pamphlet, or as that's how we call it, looks like this one. So, dito po makikita natin yung summary ng benefits ng M365. So, sasabihin po namin dito that you have access to Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, Excel, you have access to OneDrive, you have access to Minecraft, Windows 11, and Microsoft Teams. So, lahat ng yon you get with M365, which I'm sure you understand by now. You have the option to write yung LRN and yung username and yung temporary password po ng learners before giving it sa kanila. And again, itong pamphlet na po na ito is for the learners to get a copy of this para ma-understand po nila yung benefits ng kanilang account. Dito po sa pamphlet din, makikita nila yung steps on how to activate their accounts. Now, we've simplified it into 3 steps lang po. So, once na nakuha nila yung account nila, all they need to do is log in sa link na ito, confirm a new password, kasi temporary password lang yung binigay, and then add security questions lang para ma-secure yung account nila. Okay? And then dito sa baba, you have all the other download links for, say, sa Microsoft Office, Minecraft, Windows 11, and Microsoft Teams. And if you have other questions dun po patungkol po sa account ninyo, you can always reach out dun sa help desk email namin. Meron na rin po kaming help desk email to answer your inquiries. All you need to do is send an email dito sa external.m365studenthelp@depe.gov.ph. So this will cater not only to the students actually, but for the teachers and the parents who have questions about the benefits of their Microsoft account. So again, we hope that this helps all of the schools and you as the teachers in understanding yung full benefits po ng account ninyo, and at the same time help our learners appreciate then yung benefits that they get from their Microsoft 365 account. Okay, so that's it for another episode of TECHable. Again, maraming salamat po for tuning in. I hope for those that hindi po makasubaybay sa live broadcast nito, you can always watch this on demand sa Facebook page ng Region 3. And we'll catch you in more episodes of TECHable. So until then, ako po si Christian Katahan from Microsoft Philippines. And thank you for tuning in to another episode of TECHable. Kaya nyo din ito, tara, turuan ko kayo. So maraming salamat po and have a good day.